All right, let's get started. So we're at 8:45 on my time. And so welcome everybody to Productivity Summit 2019. I'm really excited to have you all here today and tomorrow, hopefully. And I wanted to walk you through a little bit about the summit itself so that you have an understanding of what's going on, and then to know a little bit about how to get around, because it is a lot of technology under the hood that is going to be there. So first and foremost, I'm Sidney-Smith, and I'm your host for Productivity Summit. And this is coming to you over the internet. And this couldn't have happened. I was actually talking to someone the other day and saying this couldn't have happened 5 or so years ago. It's amazing how technology has come such a long way. And this idea of bringing together the personal productivity community, people who are interested in the the faculties of time management and energy management and being better at being better, and the experts in that field to be able to do that, the people I've known for years and years, some people who are new friends, some people who are old friends. And here we are. So with the summit, we're actually all congregating inside of Mighty Networks, which is a platform for you to be able to engage with one another. So I've gotten lots of questions about Mighty Networks and how it all works. But the reality is I'm going to walk you through the portal just very quickly so you'll be able to see what it's all about in that way. So let's start off with the schedule. And I just wanted to start off saying that there are session leaders who are running all 4 tracks. So there are 4 tracks, so there's 4 concurrent sessions going on at any given time throughout the summit. And unless it's an all-track session, and there are a few of those throughout the day, and I'll walk you through those very shortly. So the session leaders are volunteers, and I want to just thank them all because they are dedicating their time today and tomorrow to help you all be able to see the speakers and have the speakers not fumbling around with technology the entire time. So they are really stepping up to the plate and helping you all enjoy the summit in a way that otherwise I couldn't make happen by myself. And so first and foremost, Augusto Pinaud, he has been our speaker liaison, my sounding board, and general bypass valve for all things stress as we have been planning and preparing for today. So I want to thank Augusto Pinaud. I want to thank Francis Wade. He's been our digital interactives liaison. There is a digital interactive, or what we've been calling the game room, that's available there in the summit. And he's the reason that is there. I mean, really thank him, shoot him a message and show him some thanks for that. Frank Buck. Frank Buck has been a great sounding board and testing the technology and giving feedback throughout this whole process of learning how to do a summit. And he's also the one behind all of the social media. So thank you, Frank, for getting those social media posts out there and letting the world know about Productivity Summit. Then we have some other session leaders, Joseph Varghese, Andrea Anderson from Productive Environment Institute. She stepped in and has really, she helped find speakers for us, and she's really just been a great asset to us. So thank you, Andrea. And Melanie Wilson, she stepped in kind of last minute and has just been a wonder. And so to all of them, thank you for helping to make us make Productivity Summit happen. All right, what I want to do very quickly now is to just walk you through the portal so you can have an understanding about what is happening when you're inside of Productivity Summit. And so bear with me while I go ahead and share my screen. And so now you should be able to see my screen. And if you can't see my screen, let me know in the chat. But in essence, where we are now is inside the portal. Now, there is a mobile application for this, and I'm not giving instructions to folks unless you really, really want to use all mobile. I can provide instructions, but just for the best experience, I think here on the desktop is going to be great for you. So here inside of the portal, you have basically this center section, which is the feed. And then on the left-hand side is our navigation panel. And so you have home, discovery, members, about, topics, and so on and so forth. Your goal is to be able to navigate the portal in the easiest possible way. And so if you scroll down, hopefully when you come into the portal, this section called Featured will be at the top of your screen. And you'll see here a See More button. If you click on that See More button, you should see all of the featured posts. So throughout the summit, you will see that I will be changing out these days and tracks, and inside each day and track, will be all the information you need to be able to access the individual sessions. You can expand and contract the article pages if you want to, but in essence, you'll know where you are because there's a placard at the top that tells you where you are. You can scroll down, and I've created a little fun GIF that shows you how to access the sessions. But in essence, in order to access the session, you're just going to click on the image here, and it will pop you out to where you are currently watching me now, which each session has their own coded YouTube live session where you can hop out. Now, once it's over, this is the same link that you will be using to watch the replays. Okay, so just click on that. Below each speaker will be their information, contact information, any other provided materials that they have for you. So just go through and you will see that they're all time coded, so you can see the time, and you can click on the time zone converter there to convert that time to your time zone if you are outside of Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Okay, so then throughout the portal, and I know these are out of order, and I apologize. We're working to figure out how to get those to reorder to the right numbered list, but for some reason I tried to reorder those this morning and it wasn't working. Okay, so the rest of the summit. The rest of the summit is built into another 4 or 5 parts here. So we have the digital interactives room. If you click on that, you'll be taken into the digital interactives, and if speakers have created different types of quizzes and other learning tools, if you learn something and then you're tested on it, you're going to be able to learn it better. That's just a good brain science understanding that we have today. And so as speakers go through, if they've created a quiz, they'll let you know, or they've created some kind of learning tool, they'll let you know, and you'll find that there in the digital interactives tool. Oh, by the way, as I said, this page, featured posts, I would go ahead and bookmark that page just so you have access to it throughout the summit, because this is where everything, it's like the main hall where you can access all the breakout sessions and so on and so forth. So here is where you really want to bookmark and just keep coming back to this space. If you don't know where you're supposed to be, you'll be able to find everything from here. Then we have the networking lounge. The networking lounge is really accessed from 2 different places. You can just click on this link right here, or in the left-hand side panel, you'll see that there is this chat function. And if you click on that, you will be taken out to the all-member chat. The all-member chat is what it sounds like. Everyone who is logged into this platform is able to chat with one another. You can also chat with each individual one-to-one. So if I wanted to, I could click on, say, Frank Buck, and we will now have an option to say hello, and that say hello will be a one-to-one private communication with that person. No one else, me included as the host, cannot see those messages, just between you and that person. Next up, we have the exhibit hall, and the exhibit hall is where we have our current exhibitors. So go in there, and they'll be in their virtual booths. Just click on their images. They have little GIFs that are set up, little moving images. Click on that, and you'll be taken in to see them, and they can tell you about their products and services and have a good time. If they're not in there, there should be little video demo links or other materials that you can click on to access that. Okay, we have a merchandise shop, so helps you to kind of defray the costs of Productivity Summit. This is not a business. This is just a great opportunity to bring people together. So if we can reduce the costs so we can make Productivity Summit happen over and over again, that would be great. And that's it. That's the summit. That's the general overview of the space. I want to thank our exhibitors for being so gracious as to be here and help us with our raffle. And so the idea here is that we have a giveaway that's happening. And so if you are interested, you can attend the Mega Productivity Networking event at the end of each day. So at the end of the day, 5 p.m., all the sessions will be over. You'll join me here back in a Zoom room, just like I'm in right now. You're seeing on YouTube Live, but I'm actually in Zoom. And we'll all congregate, and we'll be able to talk about what we learned today, and we'll be able to hop out into separate, smaller breakout sessions virtually, and you'll be able to introduce yourself to folks, network a little bit, and come back into the room. And we'll do that a few times. And then we will share, what we learned, and then we'll close out for the day, and then we'll be back tomorrow. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I do have just a couple of questions that I did receive, and so I want to make sure that I answer some of those. I think I answered a little bit about who I was, but I'll answer that a little bit more. I'm seeing a question about kind of who I am and what what I'm all about. So first and foremost, I'm Sidney-Smith. I am an Evernote certified consultant and one of the Evernote regional leaders for North America. And by day, I actually teach small businesses about how to use digital technology in marketing and managing their business. So much of my world is actually teaching digital marketing and productivity technologies, which is why I love this concept of bringing Productivity Summit to you all. And yes, we are on a Mighty Network. So this is a network within the Mighty Networks platform. And so if anybody's interested in learning more about Mighty Networks, just peruse the Summit portal and you'll get an idea to know about that. I am sending out emails through two different ways. One through Eventbrite, through where you registered, but also through our my email marketing tool, MailerLite. And so you'll be getting some emails through that system as well. I am only collecting those emails so that I can communicate with you and about the summit. So this is not some marketing scheme or anything like that. I just want to be able to get emails into your inbox about the summit. And so I know that I had gotten some questions about that as well. So I don't have a vested interest in keeping your email for any other purposes. And I also wanted to let everybody know before I closed out that you are able to stay in this platform after the summit closes. And I would welcome you to the Personal Productivity Club I created as a free digital personal productivity community for all of you. And if you want to stay in there, feel free to. And then otherwise you will you'll be a part of the community. It's free. I pay for it just so you guys can commune. I have no real other way to collect all my other various productivity communities. So this was a great platform for me to be able to do that. But if you need to, you can absolutely, after the summit is over, deactivate your account or delete it or whatever you want. And I'm going to be sending you an email with instructions on how to do that, just in case you want to do that. So with that, you have a couple of minutes before the next sessions start. And so across the tracks, starting at 9 a.m., so in just a couple of minutes, we have Francesco D'Alessio from Keep Productive, who will be in track 1. We have Jim McCullen from Control Your Day, talking about Outlook in track 2. Technology. In the organization track 3, we have Barbara Hemphill, the paper tiger lady from Productive Environment Institute. She'll be in track 3, as I said. And then in track 4, we have Didi Kai from Fit to Profit, who will be talking about six-figure business planning. And so that's really exciting. So that's the end of my time with you this morning. I'm sure I'll see you again in sessions that I'm leading, or maybe you'll see me in a presentation or two throughout the summit. But I just wanted to welcome everybody to Productivity Summit 2019. Have a great time, connect with one another. The whole reason behind Productivity Summit is to bring you all together. And I really hope that you do that. Make the most of the time together, and I'll see you at the summit.